Hello, everyone. My name is Anna Lee Rossi. I'm 13 years old, and I'm a huge Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan since I was little, and that has been mainly fueled by the fact that my grandparents and my mom are huge Eagles fans. And even though my dad might be a Steelers fan, he also helped, fuel my love for football because he used to play football as well. And my sister just happens to be a Detroit Lions fan, so kind of, dealing with a sibling who is rooting for the team we are going to go against in the playoffs kind of sucks because it fuels a lot of arguments, but I love my sister no matter what team she roots for, just as long as it's not the Cowboys. If she roots for the Cowboys, she won't be rooting for any team whatsoever. Anyways, one of my favorite players on the Eagles is Cooper DeJean. I think we all know the song by now. But I love Cooper because he's amazing at what he does. He's enthusiastic, he's passionate about the game. He just seems like a great guy from what you see, with his skills and how he acts with his teammates. And he's like a really great defender. We all saw that clip of him taking out Derrick Henry. Like, dude, where's this come from? And I know some are probably wondering, why did I choose to start a podcast at 13? Well, my thing is I have a lot of friends who don't understand football, guys and girls, but it's hard to talk about a game that they don't understand. Because I'll be talking about how they got a touchdown, the extra point, 2-point conversion, and they won't know what any of that means. So I started this to basically help my friends and other people who don't understand football, and I'm excited to help teach. Each week, I'll break down football basics, talk about the Eagles, share some fun facts, and try to explain, how the game works. Hopefully, I'll be able to interview my favorite players and maybe even the coaches. I'll also answer any and all questions that you guys have. So if you have any questions whatsoever, do not be afraid to ask, because here, there's no such thing as a dumb question. And now you might be wondering, what are the basics to football? Well, that's easy, but I'll go a little more in depth to it in my next episode. But it won't be anything hard to learn. I'm going to make it easy. And I'll be honest, it was really hard for me to learn, how football works. It's not an easy subject unless somebody teaches it right, which is what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to make sure I try to break it down in the easiest way I know how, because it might not be easy, but once you get the hang of it, you'll know exactly what's going on. You'll know what a first down is. You'll know what touchdown is. 4th and 1. That took me forever to learn what it meant. But once you get the understanding of football, you're gonna love it. Probably just as much as any other big fan. And my favorite thing is that watching the Eagles is so much fun. Because they're just a great team overall. And they're hilarious. I think it's hilarious that A.J. Brown was reading a book on the sidelines of a playoff game. Like, this dude is just chilling and having fun if he's reading a book. And one of my favorite things is the bond that the players have together. Like, I know a lot of people were doubting A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts', friendship. But you can't look at those two and tell me they aren't good friends. Those two have been through thick and thin playing these past few years. Like, that is what a good quarterback and wide receiver duo looks like. One of my favorite things growing up watching the Eagles was watching the bond between the players. Like, sure, I have a bond with my own teammates, but you've never seen a bond like the ones that the Eagles players have. Like, look at Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, and Jason Kelce. Our singing trio! Singing football players. You ever seen that before? I don't think so. And they don't just sing, obviously. I mean, Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson, they're amazing. You can't ask for a better team than that. Another topic is why I love the Philadelphia Eagles. I've explained this a little bit, but I don't think I've explained it enough. The reason why I love the Eagles, obviously, because of the team, the players, they're hilarious. But an even better thing, the fans! In my opinion, I think Philly has the best fan base, but I could be biased because, well, I'm an Eagles fan. But, just saying, I think they have the best fan base because have y'all seen some of them tailgates? I mean, haven't been there, but I've seen them. I think we all have. Anyways, on to our next topic. My favorite plays from this season. Obviously, for number one, gotta go with the backwards hurdle. Obviously, that is at number one. And in my opinion, probably the best play. Another one, definitely, the pick six in the Cowboys versus Eagles game. The second game, obviously. That's at number two. Probably number three, tush push. I know we do it a lot, but I mean, it's iconic, so I think that's my top three favorite plays. Like, seriously, no one else can do the tush push. That's a work of art that no one can copy. And honestly, I think that's what makes watching the Eagles game so much fun. You get to watch them do crazy things, the backward hurdle, the tush push. I mean, seriously, how often do you see a whole O-line and receivers push a quarterback into the end zone or for a first down? Rarely, right? These guys do it like it's nothing. That also may be because of how much strength they have, but once again, they're taking on like 300-pound linemen to get a touchdown. And they make it look easy. They make it look like they're doing, like, barely anything. But they're not. They're putting in so much effort to get Jalen Hurts into the end zone. You know, for that 6 points. And that takes serious skill. And very strong people. Which is exactly what the Eagles are. They're a group of strong players. That's a family right there. That's not a team. That's probably why they call it the brotherly shove. And that's also another reason why I like watching the Eagles games. Not even like, love watching them. You don't get to see a team with that much greatness in any other place. Philly is where it's at. And another thing that makes the Eagles games so much fun to watch is how the players act. They're respectful of the other players. Well, maybe not the Cowboys, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, their attitude towards the other players is really what makes them great. You know, they're respectful, they compliment each other, they have a great attitude, win or lose. Maybe not so much as us fans when they lose, honestly, but they don't really lose that much anymore. Like, seriously. There's no way that the Rams are going to be able to beat the Eagles this weekend. Like, in my opinion, I think we're going to have another great game. And honestly, I think it's going to be 20-24. Eagles win. They go to the NFC Championship. And I think against the Lions, because no offense to the Commanders, but I don't really think they have a chance against the Lions. Like, they have one of the best defenses in the entire league. Below the Eagles, of course. Eagles probably stand number one with defense. In my opinion, of course. And that might not even be opinion-based, because a lot of people actually agree that the Eagles have the best defense in the league, so might be opinion, might not. But the whole point to that is I think the Eagles are going to win on Sunday, and I think it's going to be a great game, but they're going to come out on top. Obviously, I mean, when do the Eagles not? Anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. And make sure that you subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Go follow me on social media, which is Instagram and YouTube, all under the same name. And make sure you send me your football questions. I'll answer any that you guys have. And next week, I will start talking about the game and football basics, how the game works. You will not want to miss it. Anyways, guys, once again, thank you for watching. And goodbye.